I'm Ruth Dalton. I'm a freelance farm advisor and I work with the Farmer Network with the latest announcement on SFI. We decided now would be a good time to just run through some of the common options that are used, some things to look out for, and a little bit of a rundown of what to expect with the next round. So SFI as it was quite a complicated scheme in terms of the options that you had available to do. There was 102 of them and there were various supplements that could go along with those base actions. And in the north, in the sort of farms that I talked to around and about Kendal, mostly looking at grassland options, a bit of boundaries, and maybe a few kind of scrub options as well. So those are the main ones that I come across, and that's what we'll be talking about today. So some of the differences between the old SFI and the new SFI, they are still both ones that you can apply for yourself without an agent. If you're fairly canny on the computer or you've got someone in your family who is, it can be useful to have someone, maybe someone from Farmer Network, sit with you at the computer and just double check that you're doing things right. They are quite easily accessible schemes that you don't need external people to do for you. You can do it all through your RPA login on the website, the RPA website, which is where you would find your maps of your land and all the other business things that you do through RPA. We can help you access that if you need us. There's a cap of £100,000 per year per agreement, which is a good thing, I think. It means that big arable farms and the larger estates can't scoop up all the money. The aim that DEFRA says is for more people to be able to access these schemes. They're going to open in June for small farms. A small farm is 3 to 50 hectares, but also for farms that aren't in any agreements at all. They think the application window will be open for about 2 months, but they have said that if applications are going really quickly, they will give us warning this time before they just close it. So with all these schemes, whether it's a higher tier or an SFI, it's really important right at the start of the process when you're kind of planning out what you might go into. Because what can happen really easily if you max out on environmental payments is you end up with a farm that you find it impossible to farm, and it's really going to annoy you and actually kind of tie you up for what you want to do in the future with the farm and the livestock. Just make a little rough plan of where you want to be in 5 years and 10 years, and then look at these schemes carefully and find those actions in the schemes that will help you get there, will help you get to where you want to be, rather than doing it the other way around. There's literally been one DEFRA blog about this, so I have as much information as many of you, but we'll go through it anyway, and hopefully it might just help to solidify it in our heads. And as soon as there's more information, Farmer Network will be putting that out in our e-newsletter and on our social media so that you'll know that more information is available.